Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you for tuning in to another video. I just wanted to speak a little bit on just trying to be weary of or keep a watchful eye on those prophetic manipulators, because they'll say things like, if I was you, I'll be careful of this person, or I'm not trying to, control you, but be watchful of those types of people. That's like prophetic manipulation. And you have to have it within you to have a discerning spirit to really know the difference. Like, should no grown person be able to easily convince you against somebody that you have no evidence of even wronging you? That's like sowing discord among the people if you think about it. And the Lord is judging this particular in this day and time that we're in, or this hour. The playing both sides and all of that, that's over with. That's done. And you're about to see, if you haven't already, prophets, ministers, even pastors, unfortunately, who at one point was good in the public eye, but at one time, but now they're being exposed if they haven't already been exposed for the things that they thought that they can get away with, behind closed doors. What's in the dark comes to light. And the word has a lot to say about, manipulating people through like, principles and commands, examples, things of that nature. And, the scripture warns us against, manipulating others and even against allowing ourselves to be manipulated. Manipulation is like a type of lying. Like when somebody speaks falsely for the purpose of like deception, they're being manipulative, because to deceive is to manipulate somebody into, thinking a certain way or even acting a certain way. So, lying obviously is a dreadful sin. And we all know that the enemy is the father of lies. We might even call him the master of manipulating. I mean, if you think about it, he manipulated Eve, using half truths and appeals to her desire, for wisdom, and to deceive her into disobeying the Lord. And to this day, the enemy manipulates people into trying to like set traps, masquerading as an angel of light. He tries to exploit our weaknesses, stroke our pride, and assures us that following his way or his path is in our best interest, but that's clearly not the case. You know, he just has a lot of poise to try to bring us under his control, and that's something we gotta rebuke and pray against. And it's like when it comes to false teachers too, even like with pastors. I mean, this is just how I feel. You know, the word warns us against those who will try to manipulate us, even in spiritual matters. You know, we must not be easily deceived. The Lord warned us, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, like wolves in sheep's clothing. But it should really go without saying that, us believers are really like, we shouldn't engage in manipulation or try to take advantage of somebody in any way, like manipulating and all that stuff, deceiving people and things of that nature, right? And, like the Lord said, be as shrewd as snakes and as innocent as doves. And when I say, shrewd as snakes, that pretty much means don't be taken advantage of. Innocent as doves, don't manipulate other people. And I'll just leave it with this. Like, some people tend to be more manipulative by nature. They have strong wills and personalities, but we just got to be careful when dealing with those types of people, especially when they're like within our, even like when they're within our own families, unfortunately. Trust is important in all of our relationships, and we should just speak the truth, in love, and demand the same of others. So I just wanted to give my synopsis on that. There's a lot of leaders, I'm saying, quote unquote leaders and ministers and pastors and things of that nature. It's like the thing that I'm disappointed in with them is that they don't share the whole truth when it comes to the word. I think I always feel like if they do, then something could happen to them. Unfortunately, like even when you look at these higher ups, these celebrities, they only share so much, but eventually the things that they're doing, behind closed doors, it's going to come to light. And I feel it's the same thing with a lot of these pastors and things that are ministers and prophets and all that stuff. You're starting to see a lot of things come to surface. And it's like you can't have two lives. Like meaning like you can't live for the Lord in one sense and then the opposite in another because it's gonna come out. So just do the best that you could to, maybe it could be a learning experience, for them, and even for us, like when we see them. Just make sure you live right because if not, you might end up getting exposed. So with that being said, I'd just like to thank you guys for tuning into another video. I just wanted to give my synopsis on this, and I would appreciate it if you hit the like on your way out. And as always, continue to stay safe, continue to monitor your health, and continue to be blessed and encouraged. All right, y'all take care and have a good one.